your emergency? There's blood all over the place. Are you the one that got stabbed?
No, that was the other victim, but I got beat up really bad and I had blood all over me.
We'd all love to be TikTok stars, but how far would you go to make it happen? Write a song? Record an embarrassing video? But would you go as far as murder? It sounds pretty unrealistic, but that's exactly what the TikToker Zachary Latham has been accused of. That's right, you guys. The 18-year-old boy has been arrested for allegedly killing his neighbor to get more followers and fame on TikTok. Zachary and his neighbors had been feuding with each other for over 2 years after they accused him of driving dangerously near their family home. But things really started to heat up this year after Zachary and his wife started recording the arguments and uploaded them on TikTok. In fact, during April, Zachary filmed his neighbor, Mrs. Durham, after she confronted him about his speeding. This video actually ended up going viral, giving Zach over 3 million views. And the worst part is, you guys, the comments were encouraging him to do even worse. Today, we're gonna find out the truth between this insane incident. Do you guys think Zach was doing all of this for fame? Or could there be a darker truth behind it all? It all started way back in 2018, soon after Zach moved into the neighborhood to live with his grandparents. Zach's neighbors, the Durhams, first spoke to him to complain that he was driving dangerously in the area. That time, Zach apologized, and you would think that would be the end of it. But no, Zach still liked to speed around the neighborhood, the Durhams were still annoyed by his driving, and tensions started to get even worse. Zachary, a National Guard private, posted a lot on TikTok, showing off his cars and how he was in the army. The post even included captions like, "Cuts everybody off," "What are blinkers," "Road rage," and "Loud exhaust." Other posts show how he saw himself, with captions like, "I can drink more than you," "Anger issues," "Always loud," and "Has guns." Doesn't exactly sound like your dream next door neighbor, does he? This spring, as the arguments started to heat up, Zach and his wife Sarah, yes, he has a wife,
at 18,
filmed their confrontations with the Durhams and uploaded them to TikTok. In this video, Mr. Durham's wife Catherine confronts Zachary again about his driving. You can see how he's making things worse by calling her a Karen.
What are you gonna do, Karen?
That's not my name, so get my name straight. Go ahead.
You okay, Karen?
She responds just as he wants, saying, "My name's not Karen," and "Get my name straight." Zach then makes things even worse by telling her to get his license plate.
Go ahead, get my tag.
Two.
Get my tag, Karen.
My name is not Karen, so get my name straight.
Get my tag, it's okay.
And without holding back, Catherine starts shouting the numbers out loud.
A45MFA.
He was basically trying to make his neighbor come across as a nosy and over-anxious person who was constantly bothering him and sticking her nose into his business. When Zach uploaded this video, it went viral, getting over 3 million views on TikTok. And viewers responded with all kinds of mean comments, encouraging Zach to get back at his neighbors and mess with her more. But this seemed to have been the exact fuel Zach needed for his fire. A few days later, he pulled up to Mrs. Durham's house shouting, "Hey Karen, we went viral." Over the next few weeks, Zach continued uploading his unsettling videos of their ever-going arguments. In one clip, the Durham's son William tries to open Zach's car door as he's driving along. Zach says that William was trying to pull him out of the car, saying that Karen's son found out the video went viral. He also warns William, "I got a knife, dude." Allegedly, there was even a now-deleted clip where Latham holds a gun and says, "This is how you handle your neighbors." Now, you might be wondering why the Durhams didn't take any action to stop Zach harassing them. Well, according to them, they did in fact try, but police didn't do anything about it because the courts were closed due to the pandemic, meaning they couldn't file their complaint. Then, on May 4th this year, things came to a tragic climax. Tensions between both Zach and his neighbors were running pretty high. On this terrifying day, Zach had allegedly swerved his car at the Durham's 17-year-old son as he rode his bike through the neighborhood. The Durhams decided enough was enough. Mr. Durham decided to try tackling Zach as he drove home. He pulled his truck across Zach's car, blocking him in. Mrs. Durham then confronted Zach about the incident with her son, recording the argument on her phone. The video apparently shows Zach elbowing Mrs. Durham, knocking the phone off of her hand, and then speeding off. Determined to sort things out, the family went round to Zach's house to confront him. The Durham sons were the first to approach the property. Sarah Latham, Zach's wife, filmed the scene on her phone. According to Zach's public defense lawyers, the video shows shows her telling the neighbors to get off their property. She told them that they better back up because they were not going to like what's coming out of the house. Sounds like a threat, right? Or maybe it was just a warning? After all, they were coming towards their home. Either way, the Durhams continued to approach Latham's property, with the two sons joined by their parents. Zachary Latham apparently headed inside, reappearing with a stun gun and a knife. In the moments that followed, Zach allegedly fired his stun gun at the Durham's son. In response, William Durham lunged at Zach. Then Zach slashed him with the knife he was holding and ran back towards his garage. Will followed him. In the confusion, the stun gun is heard several times. In the chaos that followed, Zach stabbed William under the arm, puncturing his lung. Zach then called emergency services, claiming he'd been assaulted.
There's blood all over the place. I just got assaulted and jumped, but I got beat up really bad and there's blood all over me.
The emergency responder eventually tells him to wait for the police.
They said they had guns and they were going to kill us, and they came in my garage and attacked all of us. There was 4 people.
Okay, hold on 1 second for the police, okay?
William Durham, Zach's neighbor, sadly died from his injuries. But guys, the story is about to get even weirder. Mrs. Durham and her sons are charged with trespass and assault, while Zachary is accused of manslaughter. Whilst appearing in court, Zachary's lawyer claimed that he acted in self-defense, protecting himself after the Durhams trespassed onto his property. He also said that to a very, very fair extent, the Durhams visited this great sadness upon themselves after they refused to leave the property. According to a court filing, Zach's lawyer claimed that the Durhams thought that he was the James Dean of the neighborhood and that he drives too fast and his car's too loud. He believed that the family had decided to fix the situation and were planning to straighten him out. Unsurprisingly, the Durhams dispute this version of events. In June, the family's lawyer wrote a letter accusing Zach of planning the attack. In it, they say that he recorded the incident because they were already intending to post the video online and become TikTok famous. The lawyers say in their letter that Zachary's self-defense claim doesn't add up. In fact, they claim that Zach lured the Durhams onto his property specifically to attack them. They say that if Latham was in fear of his or Sarah's safety, they both would have retreated inside, called the police, and stayed there. It continues that they did not because their intent was to lure the Durhams there, attack them, and record it for TikTok. The Durhams want Zachary charged with first-degree murder. They also argue that they should not be facing charges because Zach planned the attack and lured them onto his property deliberately. Their lawyers are arguing that the family have been treated as criminals when they should be considered victims. So, what do you think? Did an 18-year-old teenager really attack and kill his neighbor just to become TikTok famous? Or was it a horrible, tragic accident? Will we ever know what really happened? Whatever the truth may be, it just shows how horrible things can end up when you do it all for the clout. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date on when I post next. Stay safe.